Hello, my name is V.Claustro and this is my identity video. I have a huge family. I have my mom, my dad, my older brother, my younger sister, my other younger sister, my younger brother, and my other youngest sister. And my dog. Family are the human beings you spend your first 18 years with, whether you like it or not. Living with a lot of people can drive a person crazy, but they have affected my identity in a really big way. The first reason is that my family is loud. There is never a day in my house that's quiet, so trying to be heard in my house is pretty hard. And this is why I'm loud too. It's basically survival of the loudest. I'm loud so I can be heard, so that's one way it has affected my identity. Number 2 is that my family is extremely goofy, and many of my close friends that know me know that I'm a pretty goofy person. I got this from my fam bam. They're always cracking jokes or laughing at the most randomest things ever. I grew up thinking what they thought was funny, I thought was funny. So they basically gave me my sense of humor. And that's another way my family has affected my identity. I am a girl. In my household, being a woman means taking care of the house and the kids. Since my mom raised me with all of these beliefs, I grew up thinking that that's how it's supposed to be. As I got older, I started realizing, wait,
this isn't the only way things had to be.
This affected my identity because when I was a young girl, I believed that that was true. We could keep our homes clean and we could have a job. So being a girl has affected my identity in the way that I could see both genders as being equal. I have lived in Avenal for almost all my life, and I think that's had a big impact on my identity for the fact that I don't live in a big city. Avenal's a pretty small town. It isn't a big city with big city lights or big retail stores. We have to drive 20 minutes to get a Starbucks and an hour to shop at places like Wet Seal, Target, or Foot Locker. Since I don't meet new people, I feel like my social skills aren't that good. This affected my identity in the way that everybody knows everybody. It's just the same people year after year after year. Avenal is separated from the rest of the big cities. But I feel like if I were to live in a bigger city, that would be totally different. This would be due to the fact that a bigger city has way more people, and way more people means a lot more socializing. So I feel like if I weren't to live in Avenal, I would have a different way of socializing. So that's how living in Avenal has affected my identity. I am a Mexican American. Growing up Mexican means growing up with the Mexican food and the Mexican customs. This has definitely had a big impact on my identity. I am a full-blooded Mexican, but I was born here in the United States. Because I am Mexican, I grew up eating the traditional Mexican foods, such as tacos al pastor, enchiladas, tortas, quesadillas, chilaquiles, and many other Mexican foods. I also grew up celebrating American holidays, but in Mexican ways. On Christmas, my family gets together and eats champurrado, tamales, and pozole, and many other Mexican foods. I love these customs and I love being Mexican, and I plan on doing the same with my future family and kids. The hard part about being Mexican that has affected my identity is that both of my parents were immigrants and they have high expectations for me. It's a lot of pressure with school and trying to get into college to make our parents proud and to give them the life they deserve. And those are just some of the ways being Mexican has affected my identity. I am part of a community, and that is the cheerleading community. For that is a team. I have been part of the cheerleading for all of my high school years, which is going to be 3 years now. This affected my identity in a big way because if you knew me in 8th grade, you'd know that I am not the same person I was. I wasn't girly, and I wasn't cheerful. Things changed. I started wearing girlier clothing and I started talking more cheer-like. But being part of a team really put some positivity and fun in my life. For example, stunting. It involves a lot of trust, and that's something that cheerleading has taught me. I normally wasn't accustomed to being in a team, but being part of cheerleading has taught me about working together and how much better things are when we do things as a team. Friends. I wouldn't say friends affect your identity a lot, but kind of add onto it. My friends have helped me become okay with myself, and they've made me feel better. I have a couple of close friends who have always been with me since like 8th grade or my freshman year or sophomore year. Whether it be stress from school, family, or boys, my friends have turned me into a brighter person, and without them, I don't think I would be who I am today. They've helped me love being me and make everything so much funner. Friends have turned me into a brighter person, and without them, I don't think I would be who I am today. My friends are another thing that has affected my identity and impacted me in a big way. Well, that's it, so bye.